I'm Michael, aka Oscar Man, and I think it's fun to speculate on possible Oscar scenarios like which performances might have just missed being nominated by placing sixth in the voting. Here's an example.
Three. I heard if you fill me in a little bit once in a while, did you ever think of that?
It has nothing to do with me, and even less to do with you.
It's curiosity. Did you ever hear of that? It's just goddamn human nature.
Listen, if there's one surefire rule that I have learned in this business is that I don't know anything about human nature. I don't know anything about curiosity. That's not part of what I do. This is my business, and when I'm...
Many were surprised when Gene Hackman was not nominated for Best Actor in 1974's The Conversation.
Look, do you see him? The man with the hearing aid, like Charles.
Where?
Right there with the shopping bag.
Please count your money outside.
He's been following us all around us, following us close.
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
The mystery thriller was nominated for 3 Oscars, including Best Picture. Written and directed by Francis Ford Coppola, The Conversation gave Hackman one of his best roles as a surveillance expert whose recordings reveal a potential murder.
You never really knew when he was going to come to see you. You just lived in a room alone, and you knew nothing about him. And if you loved him, you were patient with him. And even though he didn't dare ever tell you anything about himself personally, even though he may have loved you.
Despite receiving nominations for Best Actor at the Golden Globes, the BAFTAs, and the New York Film Critics Circle Awards, and winning Best Actor at the National Board of Review, Gene Hackman failed to receive an Academy Award nomination. While I am aware that many of you would have replaced the year's winner, Art Carney, for Hackman, I think it was Albert Finney in Murder on the Orient Express who took Hackman's spot. Gene Hackman once said that The Conversation was his favorite film. Some filmgoers thought he reprised the role of Harry Caul in 1998's Enemy of the State. Why do you think the Academy overlooked the 5-time nominee and 2-time winner's performance, yet nominated the film?
What's wrong with him?
He's mentally ill, ma'am.
Well, see, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with this.
There is nothing wrong, ma'am. My friend did not understand you.
It doesn't look right. Let's turn it to another channel. Oh, my God, that's too green.
Debbie Reynolds was only Oscar nominated once, for 1964's The Unsinkable Molly Brown, but most thought she would receive a second nomination for 1996's Mother.
Can you eat lamb chops?
Well, what the hell is a lamb? It's meat. I told you, I don't eat it.
Well, it's not a cow. I didn't know if it was the animal you were siding with or the whole thing.
It's the whole thing.
You want some cheese?
No, the salad is fine, I promise.
Oh. I'm going to give you some cheese.
In the comedy written and directed by Albert Brooks, Reynolds' performance as Beatrice Henderson earned her some of the best reviews of her long film career.
I never told you, huh?
So no wonder you like Jeff better. There's no threat there. I just have to be a huge threat to you.
I don't like Jeff better.
But still, he doesn't represent the writer. I represent what you had to stop.
Maybe you're right. How do you like that?
Debbie Reynolds was cast in Mother only after the original choices, Doris Day and Nancy Reagan, turned down the role. 1996 was a strong year in the Best Actress category, but I'm guessing Diane Keaton, a surprise nominee for Marvin's Room, may have taken Reynolds' spot. Any thoughts as to why entertainment legend Debbie Reynolds wasn't acknowledged by her peers?
That solves that little problem. Jesus, Bev.
Hey,
What's going on? I don't know. I'm a bit upset. Listen, I'll go and catch up with her. I'll tell her it was all my fault. No.
Playing dual roles is a good way to receive attention from the Academy. Just ask Charlie Chaplin, Nicolas Cage, and Michael B. Jordan. Future Oscar winner Jeremy Irons did the trick in 1988's Dead Ringers.
They said the woman could have died.
They're lying. They've always been jealous.
They won't revoke our hospital privileges as long as we don't ever use them again.
Fuck them. We've always planned to ease ourselves into pure research anyway. I certainly always planned it, didn't you?
In the psychological thriller about twin gynecologists, Jeremy Irons' characters were inspired by the true-life Marcus brothers, who had a practice in New York City.
I've been hiding out at Claire's. I've been hiding from you. Hiding? What are you talking about? I was afraid of you. I was afraid you wouldn't let me have her. That's crazy, man.
Robert De Niro and William Hurt both turned down David Cronenberg's offer to play the roles. After Jeremy Irons accepted, the actor requested 2 separate dressing rooms and 2 separate wardrobes, which he would use depending on which character he was playing at the time. And while Dead Ringers was not a box office success, neither was Pele the Conqueror, yet the Academy nominated Max von Sydow as Best Actor that year. Though not truly a horror film, do you think the tone of Dead Ringers turned off some members of the actors branch?
I want to be a lady in a flower shop, instead of filling the corner of Tottenham Court Road. But they won't take me unless I can talk more genteel. He said he could teach me. Well, here I am. Ready to pay him, not asking any favour, and he treats me as if I was dirt. I know what lessons cost as well as you do, and I'm ready to pay.
In one of the most talked about omissions in Oscar history was Audrey Hepburn's absence from the 1964 Best Actress lineup for her performance in the year's biggest success, My Fair Lady.
Then she come to so sudden, she bit the bowl off the spoon.
Dear me.
Now what call would a woman with that strength in her have to die of influenza? And what become of her new straw hat that should have come to me? Somebody pinched it.
Instead of coverage on who was nominated that year, newspapers devoted space to what was thought of as a shocking snub of the Oscar-winning actress's name from the nominees list.
Here are your slippers. There! And there! Take your slippers and may you never have a day's luck with them.
What's the matter? Is anything wrong?
No, nothing wrong with you. I won your bet for you, haven't I?
Of course, everyone knows about the huge controversy surrounding Audrey Hepburn's casting in the film version of the acclaimed Broadway musical. For some, the snub of Julie Andrews, who originated the role of Eliza Doolittle on stage, justified the snub of Hepburn at the Oscars. And I'm not saying that Audrey Hepburn's performance was universally loved. Though she was contracted to perform her own singing, Audrey's voice just wasn't up to par, and she ended up being dubbed by, who else, Marni Nixon. That said, in the end, Hepburn's performance didn't detract from My Fair Lady's box office success, and the film ran for 87 consecutive weeks in one New York theater alone. Let's look at the facts. The film received a total of 12 nominations, including 3 in the acting categories. So come on, whether or not you enjoyed Audrey Hepburn's performance, the snub kind of looked deliberate. She could have easily replaced Sophia Loren in Marriage Italian Style. And if you're a fan of Julie Andrews, who I agree should have played the role, Jack Warner wanted a marquee name for the expensive production. The studio mogul proved to be a tad short-sighted, as Dame Julie went up to the Oscar stage anyway, but I'll wager that Audrey Hepburn came in 6th. Tell us what you think happened.
I don't know. It's a hard grape to grow, as you know, right? It's thin-skinned, temperamental, ripens early. It's not a survivor like Cabernet, which can just grow anywhere and thrive even when it's neglected. No, Pinot needs constant care and attention.
In another instance where practically everyone in a film was nominated except its main player, Paul Giamatti was overlooked as Best Actor for his performance in 2004's Sideways.
What are you doing? I told you I need a drink, so I'm gonna help myself, okay, pal? What do you think? Let go of the fucking glass, fucker! How's that?
Giamatti's performance as Miles Raymond appeared on practically every year-end list of those deserving Oscar attention in the hugely successful road comedy.
I'm so insignificant, I can't even kill myself.
Miles, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Come on, man, you know, Hemingway, Sexton, Plath, Wolfe. You can't kill yourself before you've even been published.
What about the guy that wrote Confederacy of Dunces? He committed suicide before he was published. Look how famous he is.
Thanks.
Sideways was nominated for 5 Oscars, Best Picture, Director, Screenplay, and for its 2 co-stars, Thomas Hayden Church and Virginia Madsen. How could the Academy have bypassed Paul Giamatti, who was the linchpin to the entire story? The 5 Best Actor nominees were not surprises, though I would say that Clint Eastwood likely was there as part of the love for Million Dollar Baby. Winner of the SAG, or Actor Award, as part of the Sideways Ensemble, Paul Giamatti had to have come in 6th in the 2004 voting. Did he deserve a spot? And who took his place?
You wouldn't believe the way I am about chocolate. You know what?
What?
One time when I was a little girl, I locked myself in a bakery truck and ate the chocolate off everything. Isn't that hysterical? Sometimes, no kidding, I'd stay in my room all day and stuff myself with chocolate and make up stories.
I've stated before that Karen Black deserved more than just her one career nomination for 1970's 5 Easy Pieces. The talented actress gave Oscar-worthy performances in several films. One that was expected to bring her a nomination was her turn as Faye in 1975's The Day of the Locust.
If we have ice cream tonight, we'll have chocolate syrup.
You said not to buy any.
Well, if there isn't any chocolate syrup, then I don't want any ice cream. And don't think I'm going to sit around and watch you eat it if I can't. I get too fat anyway. Don't you think I'm fat?
Karen Black was everywhere during the 1970s, alternately appearing in both lead and supporting roles in more than 20 films during that decade alone. The actress claimed that making The Day of the Locust was a nightmare and eventually ruined her career.
And my mother was an actress, dancer, before she ran away. The theater is in our blood.
I never saw very many shows.
I'm going to be a big star someday. It's my whole life. It's very daring, I know, but it's the only thing in the world I want.
Adapted from the novel by Nathaniel West, The Day of the Locust was ushered into movie screens as an Oscar-caliber production. Directed by John Schlesinger, the dark saga depicted Hollywood as the bastion of cruelty and ugliness where dreams go to die. Running nearly 2.5 hours, the film was panned by many critics and lost money for Paramount. However, it received 2 Oscar nominations, including one for Burgess Meredith in a supporting role. 1975 wasn't the strongest year in the Best Actress category, which is why many believed Karen Black would be nominated for her performance as an aspiring actress desperate to become a star in 1930s Hollywood. Yet the Academy once again nominated Glenda Jackson, this time for the flop Hedda, as well as an out-of-nowhere nod to Carol Kane in the little scene Hester Street. Karen Black, who was offered the role of Faye after Oscar winner Goldie Hawn turned it down, once claimed that she missed being nominated by only 5 votes, though she never provided a source for this. I thought The Day of the Locust was a terrible film, but I always liked Karen Black, and her inclusion in the Best Actress lineup would, I think, have been justified. Did you see Day of the Locust? Your impressions of the film and Black's performance?
It's good. In the car, I was thinking, be clear. Well, Suppose that's what psychiatry is about, being precise and clear.
While he certainly wasn't a contender for his work in The Day of the Locust, Donald Sutherland's nomination for Best Actor in 1980's Ordinary People was a no-brainer. Except it didn't happen.
Maybe finally it was the best of you that you buried. But whatever it was, I don't know who you are. I don't know what we've been playing at. So I was crying.
As with Audrey Hepburn and Paul Giamatti, Donald Sutherland was the only member of his film's main cast not to be nominated. I don't get it.
Oh, he needed it. You didn't. You were always so hard on yourself. I never had the heart.
Oh, Dad, don't.
No. No, it's the truth. I never worried about you, and I just wasn't listening.
Well, I wasn't putting out many signals then. I really don't think you could have done anything.
No. I should have got a handle on it somehow.
As Calvin Jarrett, Sutherland was at his most sensitive, giving a heartfelt performance in a film that really needed it. The winner of Best Picture, Ordinary People boasted an outstanding ensemble of actors doing some of their finest work, and the film would not have worked without Sutherland's excellent contribution. Come on, Academy. Did Jack Lemmon really need another nomination, especially for his hammy, unlikable character in the barely seen tribute? To say that Sutherland came in sixth is an understatement. I bet he was less than 10 votes behind Lemmon, or maybe even Peter O'Toole in The Stuntman. It just makes no sense. I'm leaving this one up to you to figure out what was going on. One of the all-time most discussed and written about snubs in Oscar history is coming up. But first, let me extend my gratitude to you for watching this video. I'm thankful to have found so many others I affectionately call Oscar nerds like me to chat about the Golden Boy's various hits and misses throughout the years. If you're not yet a subscriber to the channel, become a member of our incredible community and join us for a new video each week, as well as cast your vote in the daily polls. Please help me to continue building the channel by giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with an Oscar nerd or two I'm sure you may know.
I didn't know her when she was a child, when she was young.
I've seen those pictures she keeps.
Oh, no. It wasn't that she was just pretty. She was different. She was so alive.
In the television docudrama Feud, Betty and Joan, there was a scene depicting Joan Crawford's reaction to not being nominated for Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. The camera focused on her home, and all we heard was a loud scream. I bet that wasn't too far off the mark. As Blanche Hudson, Joan Crawford nicely underplayed, while her co-star Bette Davis chewed the scenery. Brilliantly, in my opinion. Davis had the showier role, no question, but Crawford was still there, earning our sympathy, though later found to be unwarranted.
Yes! Yes, she is! I'm not sure.
Both Bette Davis and Joan Crawford received equal shares praise and criticism for their performances in the 1962 classic. Considered a B-movie that would permanently end their careers, Baby Jane went on to become one of the biggest successes of the year, placing both actresses back in the spotlight where they hadn't been in years. There was no reason to believe that both Davis and Crawford wouldn't be nominated for Best Actress. True, Davis was nominated for a Golden Globe, and Crawford wasn't. Come Oscar time, there was Davis and Victor Buono, but no Joan. The animus that reportedly took place between the two screen legends during production only got worse after the snub. We all know that the nominees for Best Actress of 1962 consisted of a great group of performances. Some say that Lee Remick took Crawford's place, but Remick deserved to be there. So, was Joan Crawford justifiably omitted? How did this happen? Wasn't being served dead animals enough to be chosen? When I came up with the idea for this video, Joan Crawford was the first name I wrote down. I am positive she came in 6th. Of course, that's no consolation prize for her or any of the others I discussed. Almost doesn't cut it when it comes to the Oscars. So of course I need to hear from you as to whether or not you think these performances just missed making it into the top 5. And I know you have your own list of performances that should be part of the discussion. As do I, which will likely be covered in a follow-up video. I always enjoy reading your insightful comments. And until we meet again, here is Julie Andrews having the final word on not being cast in My Fair Lady, as only classy Dame Julie could.
Is Julie Andrews, Mary Poppins.
Thank you very much for this lovely honor. It's a wonderful memento of a very, very happy time. Finally, my thanks to a man who made a wonderful movie and who made all this possible in the first place, Mr. Jack Warner.